The alarm goes off, time to get out of bed, but you wanna hit that snooze button instead. Plenty of time for sleeping when you're dead, so get up and out into the world ahead. And do what matters, do what's good, do what you know you really should. Do it for reasons clearly understood, and do it because you said you would, you said you would, you said you would, you said you would, you said, yeah, you said you would. You got a dream in the pipeline lighting you up. Now for the hard work, step by step. Maybe a gamble or a solid bet. It may come to you or you may have to go get. So do what matters, do what's good, do what you know you really should. Do it for reasons clearly understood. Do it 'cause you gave your word. You said you would, you said you would, you said you would, you said you would, you said, yeah, you said you would. They say life's not a competition, it's not a test, but competing can be fun, it can bring out your best. The shout of victory, the thump of the chest, but to get there first you gotta leave the nest. So do what matters, do what's good, and do what you know you really should. Do it for reasons clearly understood. Hey, do it because you said you would, 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 yeah, you said you would. You made a commitment, and not just in your head. You looked people in the eye and said, I'll do X, Y, and Z. Does giving your word mean something to you? Are you gonna do what you said you'd do? So do what matters, do what's good, do what you know you really should. Do it for reasons clearly understood. Do it 'cause you said you would, you said you would, you said you would, you said, you said, you said you would. Do it, says the famous advertising slogan, just do it. I've been thinking a lot about commitment, giving your word to something. Sometimes I work with people in my coaching, and it's interesting, the idea of what a commitment means. And if you give your word to something, do you follow through? And then, of course, life gets in the way and circumstances get in the road. And so it's understandable that we're not all going to meet our commitments. I'm really interested in the commitment you make in the first place, and is it realistic, and is your heart really in it? And if I'm to be honest, I think sometimes I'll say yes to things, and in the back of my mind I kind of know maybe I'm not going to follow through. But I'm trying to work on the power of giving your word to something. And I'll say to my daughter sometimes, she says, hey, you promised we'd go and get an ice cream on the weekend. Or I said, did I say the words, I promise? Because if I said something like, we might go and, if it's a nice day, we might go and get an ice cream, that's not a promise. That's a maybe. I'm trying to get conscious of when I actually say, I give you my word, you can count on me for this to happen. Do what matters, do what's good, do what you know you should, do it for reasons clearly understood. Reasons clearly understood, I think that's an important part of it too. Hey, I have this recollection of the night that I met Elisa, who I later married. I remember I had given my word to myself that I would get out into the world more, into social settings, because I really wanted a life partner, a marriage. I wasn't meeting anybody. Someone challenged me once and said, "You just haven't made a project of it." And I found that a little bit off-putting, like making a project of, finding a life partner. That's just something that unfolds. But they got me thinking, and I thought, no, I do. I need to make a commitment. Because the weekend had come round, I'd go, oh, it's just so nice and warm on the couch. I can watch the West Wing series again because it's so good. But anyway, I made a commitment. And then I remember I'd been out on this boat trip, and then after the boat trip, people said, "Hey, back to my place," said Dean. He said, "Come back to my place, we'll have a party." I remember standing by my car, feeling tired, going, but it's a nice evening on the harbour. Now it's time to go home, relax. But I had made a commitment. I remember actually having a conversation with myself saying, "Brett, you said you would go out more." And then I answered myself and I said, "Hey, but I don't want to go out. I'm tired. Let's go home." And then I replied, "Nope. No, you made a commitment. You said that you would. So do it. Do it. Do it because it matters. Do it because it's good. Do what you know you should. Do it for reasons clearly understood." Yeah, and I knew why I was going out. And it wasn't really because I should, it's because that's the way to open up to life and see what's possible. Do it because you gave your word. You said you would. You said you would. I'm standing there on the street corner. You said you would. You said you would. You said you would. So do it. And I did it. I went to the party. I met Lisa. We fell in love. We got married. Hey. What does giving your word mean to you? Is it something that is meaningful? And what do you give your word to? And because giving your word is a generative thing. I really think it's a creative act, a commitment being made mindfully, consciously, with conviction, for reasons understood. And I hope that's food for thought for you in some way useful, because that's what I'm about on this channel. I'm just trying to provide solace, encouragement, and maybe some good food for thought along this adventure of our life. So, all the best. Till next time. Bye.